Are you tired of feeling disconnected from your spouse? What if I told you that the secret to an incredible marriage is as simply as serving each other? I want you to stick around for the next few minutes because this could be the game changer your marriage needs. Let's have this conversation. Now, you might be wondering, what does that even mean? How does serving each other lead to a successful marriage? The first point is selflessness is key. Selfish people don't do well in a marriage. You have to be selfless. You must be willing to give. You must be willing to serve. You must show up and do the work. You know, my friend, when you are married, when you are in a relationship, when you make your spouse need and desire a priority, you're creating an atmosphere where love, respect, and trust can thrive. And guess what, my friend? They will be inspired to do the same for you. I mean, you build each other up by putting each other first. You know, it's like a constant cycle of love and caring. So instead of focusing on what you want, focus on what you can give. Focus on how you can become better in the relationship and watch how your marriage is going to change. Watch how it changed the whole entire perspective of your relationship. And I want to ask you a favor. If this video is helping you, do us a favor and hit that like button. It is absolutely the best way that you can show your support to this video and to this channel. Now, let's dive deeper into how and why this will work for you. Point number 2, follow Christ's example. You see, one of the greatest examples of servanthood, we can look to Christ as that example. And in John chapter 13 and verse 14 and 17, Jesus washed his disciples' feet. He was the Son of God, yet he served. Imagine if you took that same humility and apply it to your marriage daily. See, you're not better than your spouse, and your spouse is not better than you. You are equal partners in the marriage, which means that you serve each other and you are reflecting the love of God in your marriage when you do. You know, in Matthew chapter 20 and verse 28, it says that, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many." My friend, listen, serving each other is key to a successful life and marriage. Point number 3, serving each other builds intimacy. It builds intimacy, yes. Now, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed that when you do something thoughtful and nice for your spouse, you know, it could be something small. It could be bringing home their favorite snack. It doesn't matter. It ain't got to be a big thing. It brings you closer. It means that you are thinking of them. That's because serving each other creates intimacy. Intimacy is not about sex. Intimacy is taking the time to really get to unlock and to dig deeper into the core of your spouse. You know, my friend, you don't love where you get. You love where you give. For God so loved that he gave. The true essence of love is not what you get from it, it is what you give to it. And when you serve, you are showing that you care enough to pay attention to what matters the most to your spouse. And here's the best part. You know, my friend, when you serve your spouse, you are also showing them that they are seen. Baby, I see you. Honey, I value you. Yeah, I hear you. It's one of the most powerful way to build trust and to deepen your connection. Point number 4, serving encourage growth. Oh, yes, it does. Think about this. When you are helping your spouse, when you're helping someone, you are not just contributing to their lives. No, you're also growing as a person. That is the reason why you don't love where you get. You love where you give. You love where you serve. A man does not protect what he doesn't invest in. When a man is investing in his wife, when he's investing into you, he will love you, he will serve you, and you will reciprocate that love. You will do the same. And the same applies to your life. It applies to your marriage. When you serve and give and honor and you are doing what is required of you, it makes you connect more. When you serve your spouse and each other, you help each other to grow. You support each other. Support them in their weakness. Cheer them on, and it helps them to build their strength. And together, you become a better version of yourselves. And when you are better in the marriage, when you are better rather as an individual, it helps you to be more equipped to love and serve in your marriage. Isn't that what marriage is all about? Helping each other to become all that God created you to become? Now, on point number 5, and this is the big one. Serving each other strengthen your commitment. Yes, here is the thing, my friend. Here is the thing. When you choose to serve your spouse, especially when it is hard, especially when it's not convenient, you are making a statement. You're saying that I am in this for the long haul. I'm in this together. I'm also in this when things are going bad. I get to do this with you, baby. We're going to work through this. You are providing or you are proving to your spouse that I love you in the good times and I can love you in the bad times. You're proving that it's not just about, what I can get, it's what I can give. Serving builds resilience because you are both constantly pouring into each other and into the well-being of each other. This is how you navigate the tough and difficult seasons of your life and your marriage. You see, my friend, I believe this with all my heart, that you have to have good memories and experience to draw from. And you cannot have experience and memories to draw from if you are not depositing serving each other. If you're not depositing in your love and in your marriage bank account, how can you draw from it? Some of you guys have already overdraft on your marriage because you're taking from it and you're not really giving to it. Let's be honest. Every marriage has its moments of challenges, disagreements. There's going to be a season when things are not always good. You feel heavy. You feel like the weight of life and the pressure of life is weighing you down. Sometimes you feel disconnected from each other. Hello, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. But when you have a foundation for serving each other, you can weather the storms of life. When the problems comes and the vicissitude of life and the weight of life, the pangs of life, sometimes when you feel up and sometimes you feel down, you know that the storm won't last because you are anchored in God. Your relationship is stronger because you are giving and you are building and you are serving. You're not just taking. We teach our clients and we challenge our clients to be competitive in the marriage, but only under one condition. And here is that condition, that the only way you compete in the marriage is to be the best server that you can be in your marriage. That's it. That is a marriage that will win all the time. Can you imagine if two people are passionate about showing up and serving each other in the marriage every single day? That, my friend, is the kind of spouse you love coming home to. Here's my challenge for you. How can you serve your spouse this week? What can you do? Can you cook them their favorite meal? Can you make the bed when you wake up? Just make your side of the bed. Maybe it's taking care of the laundry. Maybe is finding out what they need, finding out what's on their mind, or even just offering a listening ear to their problems. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It could be a little thing. It could be just saying, I love you. It could be saying that I'm going to be there for you. It could be saying that, honey, regardless of what you're dealing with, I'm going to make sure that this is done the right way. It could be the fact that you are struggling, but you know that you're going to make it right by doing things right. It doesn't have to be known to the world. You don't have to share it with everybody. Just do it out of love. Do it out of the goodness of your heart. Do it knowing that in spite of all that you're dealing with, you know that you're doing it authentically to add value to their life. And my friend, when you serve each other, you are laying the foundation for a marriage that's not only successful, but it's thriving, it is joyful, and it's also deepening your connection. Remember, my friends, that the best way to have a successful marriage is to serve each other. It's that simple. And I promise you that when you do, you'll experience a level of connection, a level of commitment, a level of love that you can't resist. And at that moment, you begin to realize that your marriage is not easily broken because you are fulfilling a commitment to God and to each other to be the best server. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was a blessing to you. And if it is a blessing, I would like you to hit that like button, share, and also subscribe. And if this video has been a blessing to you, then you might want to check out this one. That will be a blessing to you too. Thank you again. Until the next one.